What up, Virginia Jets fans? This is your president, Adam Bartillo, recording live from the studio apartment in Newport News, Virginia. Okay, here we go. Week 10, Jets host the AFC East powerhouse Buffalo Bills, but those Bills are coming off a absolutely shocking loss. 9-6 to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and all I can say is if you're in a survivor pool and you're still alive, you're one of the few. So let's look at this matchup and see what we're going to be facing here. So let's start with the Jets on defense. Now, Buffalo has been playing a pretty easy schedule, but they've got a rather prolific offense. They're 8th in yards per game, 390. They're 4th in points per game with 29. Now, Josh Allen, their quarterback, is their offense. He's averaging 279 yards passing per game, 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Stephon Diggs, his primary target, 48 catches on 73 targets, 588 yards, 3 touchdowns. Also, Emmanuel Sanders is playing on the opposite side of him. 28 catches, 478 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 9 plays of 20 yards or more. So those are some of the main guys to watch at wide receiver. Cole Beasley's been a little bit banged up, their slot wide receiver, formerly of the Cowboys. And another guy I'm going to be watching to see if he's going to play is Dawson Knox, the tight end. He's got 5 touchdowns, but he missed the last 2 weeks with a broken hand. His participation this week has been limited in practice, so if Dawson Knox plays, watch for him in the red zone. Now, I think what I've been looking at what these teams have been doing against Buffalo, and what they're doing is they're playing both of their safeties back. They're playing them deep, and they're daring Buffalo to run the football because Buffalo does not have a great running game. I'll just give you an idea. Devin Singletary is their leading running back. He has 73 carries. Well, Josh Allen has run the ball 57 times. So Josh Allen is basically their team, so on offense. And my big concern really is with the Jets being so thin at safety at this point, a speedy running back like Singleton up the middle or a tight end could really give them some problems. All right, now let's turn the tables a little bit. I want to spend some time on the Jets offense with Mike White at quarterback. Now, I talked to a friend of mine who's a pretty big Bills fan, and I asked him, I said, if you were the Jets offensive coordinator, how would you attack this Buffalo defense? They're the number 1 defense in the league by pretty much any standard. Yards per game, points per game, they're the best in the league. And what he told me was quick passes, particularly slant passes in the slot. That means Elijah Moore. That means Jamison Crowder. We're a little thin at tight end. You know, I want to see a little bit of Kenny Yeboah. He'll probably be active this week. I'm hoping they could design just a couple of plays for him because I think he could stretch the field and make a difference if they let him. A couple of other things on the Buffalo defense. One thing is continuity. Their linebackers and secondary have all been there since 2018. They probably don't even need to communicate anymore. They just know where each other is going to be. So, in terms of the defensive line, first of all, they rotate about 7-8 guys, and they'll activate them for every game. Greg Russo, defensive end rookie, Mario Addison, they both have 3 sacks, tied for a team high. A big loss for this team, though, is going to be Tremaine Edmonds, their linebacker. He has a team-high 54 tackles, but he will miss this game with a hamstring injury. I think that's going to give the Jets a big opportunity to get some yards in the running game. A couple other guys to watch. Matt Milano, linebacker, number 58. He's got 8 tackles for a loss. Their secondary is excellent. Trey White, number 27. I expect him on Corey Davis all day. They have, in my opinion, the best safety tandem in football. Micah Hyde, number 23. Jordan Poyer, number 21, 3 interceptions each. Now, a couple other notes that I found interesting leading up to this game. In terms of how the Jets are running their personnel. So, I want to talk quickly about 12 personnel. So, when I say 12, that means 1 running back, 2 tight ends. So, 12 personnel. In the first 7 weeks, the Jets ran that 32% of the time, even though, if we look at the personnel of this team, I think wide receiver depth is the strength. Their tight ends are, for the most part, putrid. So over the last 2 weeks, though, they've reduced that down to 18%, and look, they're scoring points. Likewise, let's go to another package real quick, 10 personnel. So 1 running back, no tight ends, but 4 wide receivers. First 7 weeks, they ran it 1% of the time. Over the last 2 weeks, 13%. So I think one of the reasons the offense is working better is because Mike LaFleur is figuring out what the strength of this offense is, and he's adjusting his style to fit the players on this team. I think that helps along with being up in the booth. So just a couple things. A couple other quick notes. Turnovers. Buffalo has the best turnover differential in football, guys. They're plus 11 with turnovers. The Jets, on the other hand, not so good. Minus 12. And for kicking, Tyler Bass, the Buffalo kicker, has made 41 of 42 combined kicks this year between field goals and extra points. Okay, that's it. We're done. AJ Gators, 1 p.m. We're going to have 50-50. We're going to have door prizes. We're going to have a premium raffle. Jets can win this game. I know Buffalo is an excellent team, but you know what? They've been vulnerable. They've had an easy schedule. I think this is the kind of matchup where the Jets, if they get off to a good start, they're going to hang. And if they hang, create a little doubt in Buffalo's mind, fans are going to get into it. That Mike White magic, baby. All right, I can't wait to see you guys. Have a great day. Go Jets.